And go. Hello, my dear friends. My name is Victoria Peterborsky Williamson. I'll be your intellect trainer for tonight and or today or whatever times of the day you have. And I want to welcome you to Super Jump Training number 2, where we train our awareness, raise our awareness. We are here to take charge of our own lives and lead others with us to happiness. It's the greatest feeling that brings me happiness and my friends to my friends by leading people, showing them what happiness is. I'm very inspired and I'm very enthusiastic to help our founder, Vladimir Dovgan, to share his big vision and to help people to reach impossible goals together. And helping him in his goal, I'm helping myself and I'm finding my own purpose and my own goals. I said they're not big goals as our founders, Vladimir Dovgan's goals. They're small goals, but they make me happy, and therefore I'm spreading happiness around me, making this world happier and kinder place. We all have programs that was instilled in us by our parents, our teachers while we were growing up, and there's programs such as you are there's no time to have fun or to be creative. You have to listen to what your teacher tells you and do what you're told. And I hated school because of that. I was never a good student because I wanted to be creative. I wanted to do my own thing. And I hated when they were telling me, oh no, you have to memorize that chapter and to and in order to get a good grade, you have to retell it. Remember that, guys? You had that same thing. So we are creating our own reality. In our intellect trainings, it's also we call it adult pedagogy. It's school for adults. We are creating a mental state of mind in which we are pulled forward by big goals, and at the same time we learn how to be happy where we are now in the present moment. And we are here in Super Jump already who've been through and become an intellect trainer, and even the ones that who just came to Super Jump feel very lucky that the fate, the destiny brought them to us to Super Jump. Like Socrates said, there is only one good is knowledge and one evil ignorance. We're here not only to get educated, but also to inspire and motivate ourselves and the world around us to see more love, more kindness, become wealthier, not only uh, by increasing our income and becoming wealthier, like multi-millionaires, which is very important. And we should be reimbursed because the teacher is the least reimbursed profession in the world. I don't know why, because it's the most important profession in the world. Teachers educate our children, our future generation, to become better people. And why are not they're not getting reimbursed? I don't understand. So here in Super Jump, our founder Vladimir Dovin is changing that. We are the wealthiest people. We are the most reimbursed profession in the world. We don't in here. We don't discuss politics or religion. We never gossip here or say anything mean. We only look for something good to say, and when you experience that in our trainings, 1 hour day, you work, you move your you use your brain to find something good to say about the other person, you become better communicator. In the real life, instead of judging and criticizing the person and putting bullying and putting person down, you find something good to say about it. And we create here, because of that, we create positive, joyful, supportive, and inspirational atmosphere. And if you could, well, I see your beautiful smiles. I see Larissa is snacking on her food. That's good. I hope it's something good. I know you're a good cook. You always, I ate at your house, so I know your food is delicious. And we keep smiling during our trainings because we generate our energy, and with generation of energy we increase endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin that we need for happiness. We can't find this in a bottle. It doesn't come in pills, even though if they tell you, oh, okay, now you can buy this happy pill in a bottle. Yeah, maybe you can. You waste your money and you get nothing. It's here where we uh, practicing our simple exercises that lead us to happiness step by step. Today we are sharing what Larissa yesterday, she gave us a homework 200 smiles exercise where we were using opportunity, and she added even artificial smiles. We didn't have to watch funny movie or tell funny joke in order to smile. We just smile for no reason. And observing ourselves, raising awareness, when we look at ourselves smiling, it how it makes us feel better and we project better image. uh, I noticed that I don't know, it's hard to notice it observing yourself, but you, by being trained in super jump, you instantly notice when somebody is not smiling. Like for me, it was interesting. I was at visiting my mom this weekend, this yesterday, and her woman who was taking care of her was there, and she had something on her mind, and she had the face like sad face, and like, what's going on? Are you sad? She's like, oh, no, no, no. I said, do you realize that you have a sad face, and even though you're not sad, you just have that face. It's not as I mean, you project that negative image. And she's like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So I help other people to notice, and but the main thing, I have to change, be the change I want to see in the world, like Mahatma Gandhi said. So there is a video on going on the internet, commercial by Coca-Cola, where the actor walks in the train and he starts laughing uncontrollably, and it's contagious. Laughing is contagious. It brings people together without even words. These people were from all over, like different walks of life, and they were just in the subway, going tired after work, and they had things on their mind. Oh, I have to get home and to make dinner, and I have children, and that. And when he was start laughing, the whole train was laughing at the car, a part of the train. And then people were like looking at each other and getting to know each other and become more friendly. And then he left the train on the stop and he went to the next car to do the same. So he was going from to car, making people laugh. This is the greatest joy. That's what brings, if you decide to do that, that brings, try it, because it brings joy and happiness. And there, I know people already, a lot of people, but there were not too many people before, or like 5, 10 years ago, who would stand on the corner with the sign, free hugs. So people would come and get a hug. And I knew personally person who done that, and he would say, that's amazing feeling. It brings me so much joy and happiness. And there is a lot of examples that will prove that. So now we will be passing the microphone to each other, and it's important, uh, we will be practicing. Okay, so we're moving on to the next portion of our meeting, and that's a new exercise, amazing, simple exercise that was given to us, is master of my thoughts. I am the master of my thoughts. Imagine the master, like I would call it, I'm the king of my thoughts if I could. Probably be better. In every situation, when negative thoughts crosses our mind, we need, what we're doing, we divert our mind towards the positive side of the same, because we are the masters of our thoughts. But also it takes a lot of attention of our mind to drive the negative thoughts aside. Not only negative, even positive thoughts also come true. And because thoughts are blueprints of our future, uh, we need to control. And I mean, I don't want to use the word control. We need to be more aware of negative thoughts. And the purpose of this exercise to clear our mind of negative thoughts. Um, Scientists estimate that there are about 50,000 thoughts are going through our minds, our little heads, every day, and 70% of those thoughts are negative. Negative thoughts have an impact on our lives in many different ways, and they're very, very dangerous for our health. And because if we our have thoughts, scary thoughts of getting sick, or being afraid that, well, what am I gonna do? What if I get sick? Then those thoughts materialize. Again, I would like to bring an example of Dr. Viktor Frankl, who was able to exercise the most important freedom of all, is the freedom to determine one's own attitude, the freedom of spiritual well-being. So when the soldiers finally liberated the prisoners from the concentration camp, they found most of the survivors in emaciated and sickly state. Viktor Frankl, on the other hand, looked remarkably fit. He replaced it with fasting. That's brilliant. Starving is negative thought, and it's dangerous for the health. And fasting is healthy. We all know intermittent fasting, water fast, and other fasts. So we pay money to go and to some resort to fast. Negative thoughts also contribute to development of Alzheimer's. How do we get rid of negative thoughts? Most of us knowledgeable, insightful, and mindful people know that thoughts are material. Those who are familiar with the book of Napoleon Hill, the Book of Secret, and who read many others wise books, uh, people are who are looking for the answer. What's the truth? Where's the truth? They know the bottom line. The thoughts are material. Our thoughts are blueprints of our future. We are what we think. We are what we eat. We are what we think. We are what we breathe. It's all affecting our well-being. But knowing that thoughts are material and managing them it's two completely different things. It's like to theoretically know how to swim, but never enter the water. So here in Super Jump, we came up with ingenious and simple exercise. We call this exercise, I'm the master of my thoughts. But in everyday life, we use even simpler name for that exercise, rubber band. The essence of this exercise you need to is to put an elastic band on your wrist, turn on your awareness, you become Superman, and watch your thoughts from above. If negative thoughts or thoughts of doubt appear in your mind, pull back the elastic and painfully slap yourself on the inside of your wrist. This way you create a tactile anchor. Pain, negative thoughts. And this way also you take responsibility for your own negative thoughts. You don't wait for somebody else to say, oh gosh, it's so negative, don't think that way. You don't need to. You do it yourself, to yourself. Negative, you start noticing negative thoughts yourself. And what I also do, I learn to invite the negative thoughts. If you have them, come, welcome. And as you welcome these negative thoughts, you stop pushing it away. Actually, it disappears. The process through pain, clearing the mind of negative thoughts, is like cleaning a house. If you don't clean the apartment or your house for a long time, it becomes overgrown with dust, cobwebs, dirt, and many harmful microbes and insects will appear in the house. Um, it's not good for the human health. When you clean the house from dirt, you take a vacuum cleaner, brush, and a rag, and throw all the dirt out of the house. And after a while, all the garbage ends up in garbage bag, which you take it out in the trash can and throw it away. The same effect is the rubber band has on our consciousness. When we become self-aware, that teaches us to become self-aware and take responsibility for our own negative thoughts. So the negative thoughts, like for example, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not good enough, I'm not um, whatever. Use a rubber band and train yourself. Aha, negative thought, snap. In 3-4 seconds, this thought will end. If you're consistent with you will stop that internal dialogue of negative ideas and negative thoughts. If it's difficult for you to stop internal dialogue, um, gossip, irritable conversation, then just use the rubber band, snap, 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 because it's poison for our body. And with time, you will learn to maintain inner silence and calmness. Well, you won't have to. I knew some people, they would snap themselves until they had the bruises on their wrist, and I'm sure that that helped them to remember not to have negative thoughts. There are several misconceptions in the world today. For example, if you don't exercise for 40, if you do an exercise for 40 days, it becomes a regular habit, instinct, and model of behavior, and therefore you can change your lifestyle. In fact, it's not true. It's a delusion. This approach to personal development does not work, and here's why. We charge our mobile phone every day, right? It's impossible to imagine that you charge your phone for 40 days straight and it will last you for all life. The same we're doing here. We are supercharging ourselves every day, 1 hour a day, but it's not going to last for the rest of our lives. We need to do it constantly. There are so many negativity, distractions, and negative people around us that it's impossible to do this exercise once and expect results to last um, all your life. So, and you want to be happy, right? And you can't be happy by having negative thoughts. If we compare the improvement of our energy, our intellect, positive mentality with the improvement of our physical body, then imagine fitness trainer who tells you do this exercise for 40 days and then this exercise will work for you all your life. No, it's not going to work. Your body, after 2 weeks, your body will go back to where it was before you were working so hard to exercises. The improvement of our energy, positive mentality, level of happiness, and competitiveness works the same way. If you do this exercise regularly, you will get better. If you stop practicing, even for some time, you're still gradually will decline, be back to where you were. The power of super job training lies in the fact that an intellect trainer with a group of students do not allow us to fall back. We do it daily. We climb up the spiral staircase to our most sacred, cherished, and brightest dreams, right? So for the next 23 hours, focus on your thoughts and use the rubber band to snap yourself if you have negative thoughts. This is Master of My Thoughts exercise. And tomorrow we will share. Observe your thoughts, use the rubber band, and let's see your smiles right now. If you want to take another snapshot before we say goodbye and see each other tomorrow, and we'll say our mantra.